Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for One Punch Man Season 2, Episode 12. This is the finale. So, I did just notice that there are specials. I believe they are specials. They look a little shorter. I need to look into it a little bit more just to make sure that I'm right on that. I only briefly noticed it, so I might do those as a reaction. We'll see. I never did the ones for season one. Well, I mean, I never did a reaction to season one, but I never even watched the specials to season one. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just do them on my own time because I have like the next show already picked out and everything. I don't know. We'll see. But either way, maybe I'll talk to one of my friends and see if he thinks they're worth. Because I think he's been going through the reactions to this one as well, and I'll see if he thinks it's worth going. Going with them or not. But anyway, last episode we had Garo holding his own against a bunch of A-class heroes, and then Genos himself, it was tough for him, but he held his own a little bit until Silverfang has now shown up, and Bomb, and a little bit of the Monster Association as well. So all hell's breaking loose, and Garo's hair changed colors randomly, and now I'm really wondering like how this season is gonna end, and I just want to watch it and find out. So yeah, we're gonna start here, guys, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Jeez. Hmm. Oh, man, the damage Garo has taken. Jeez, Silverfang. Oh, pocket sand. Oh my god. Is he copying Watchdog Man again? Huh. Oh. God damn. Huh. Man, they're both going at him now. Jesus. Oh, if you're a monster right now, there's no shame in it, right? Who cares how many people you send after a monster? It's the way this world works. Jesus. Hmm. Well. Taddy. What a name. Oh my god. Fucking kids. You don't even let the kid talk. Oh my god. What a little shit. And then blame him. Teachers suck, man. Some teachers. Need to get your facts straight, bitch. Oh shit. Guy like missing teeth and shit. Oh, this thing's making its move. Wow. I didn't expect that level of power from that thing. But it managed to get in and get away. Oh my god, get jealous. Oh, more monsters? Yo. Frickin' centipede again. Jesus. Damn, so Garo might span into season 2. I mean 3. Oh my god! Silverfang! What a badass! Shit! Well, Saitama might be coming here, right? He was gonna potentially go look for Genos. He just said he doesn't side with good or evil. I think that was a revelation for Garo, that he's not... He may not necessarily be the monster he keeps trying to say he is. Is Bomb not an maybe he's not a hero? He's just his brother that is a master of a discipline. Doesn't mean he has to be a hero, right? I'd love to see Blast. See what like the #1 hero has to offer. Ugh, this thing's crazy, man. It's crazy that this thing's able to move around underground and not be noticed. You'd think it'd make like earthquakes as it travels. Oh, cool. Oh shit. Oh shit. That looked effective. It's all cracked up at least. And then they just keep going. Jeez. Oh, it's still alive. It's just cracked up a bit. Damn. It is still cracking. Really? Or was that just the carapace? Does it only make it more powerful? Oh, it just regenerated. Ugh. Ugh. Oh my god, you can see the other heads where it's done this before above it. Hmm. Alright, Genos. Those blades enough to do anything? Oh, the eyes! Jesus! Oh, got his foot. Well, is he cut in half? Yeah. Saitama, maybe? Oh shit, or not. What? Alright, never mind. I underestimated Genos. Jeez. In its mouth. Beat it from the inside. Ugh. Alright. Some serious stomach burn. Or heartburn. Jeez. You just cook that thing from the inside. God. I thought one of them might have caught him or something, but nope, he just... The question is it enough? Smiling. Alright, now they saved him. But just you wait. Alright. I wonder if Genos will be the one to take this guy out rather than Saitama showing up. Because all this, like, internal monologuing of his... Oh, shit. Is he gonna fight it? Distract it? Oh, King! Is he gonna announce his... Really? Is Blast here? Hmm. So I wonder if Blast really is here, or if it's Saitama. His heartbeat because he's scared. Oh. Epic punch. Jesus. Oh. One punch. Of course. These guys saw it again. That's it. I wonder what Silverfang. I mean, Silverfang saw not Genos, Saitama handle the meteor in season 1, right? What? Wait, are we seeing the opening again at the end? I guess so. They're giving it to us one more time. Well, damn. Alright, so really, nothing wrapped up. Except Elder Centipede, I guess. We still have Garo and the Monster Association. And I'm okay with it, honestly. Hero! Go, go! Because we already had the opening, right? Or did we not? Maybe we didn't have the opening, and See, I just watched episode 11 yesterday, so I might be thinking that we got the opening, and maybe we didn't. Which is my bad. Alright. Oh, we got some after credits. Does he know yet? I can't believe Garo's alive after that beating he took. Alright. that is it, guys, for season 2 entirely, and for episode 12. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. Like, the good thing is I will say this: if you had to pick a season to be a little bit lackluster on the animation, I feel like this season might have been the perfect choice. Obviously, I don't think it was really by choice. They didn't do it on purpose, right? It was just, as I said in many episodes, they took on too many anime projects at the same time, so they weren't able to give each one the attention it needed, kind of thing. So, I mean, but if you think about it, like, this season was build up. We built up Garo as a character, we built up the Monster Association and everything. So now we can continue forward, and that's why I'm actually kind of happy we didn't wrap up Garo in this season, because I want Garo to get like a extremely well animated fight, um for his sake, kind of thing, because I like the guy, um and so, like, and I don't think he could have gotten that this season. So at least now, going forward, he can make a comeback, and hopefully the new studio that is picking up season 3 can give One Punch Man the attention it needs, and we can get some really, like, bomb-ass fights in the next season. So I'm excited for that. Same with the Monster Association and all that that's going to entail. I'm curious what the meeting between Garo and Orochi is going to be like, because it seems like they're trying to turn most humans that join them into monsters. If Garo refuses to eat the cells and become a monster, then what is going to happen? Like, will they still back him, or will Orochi try to kill him, kind of thing? I don't know. I'm intrigued as to what's gonna happen there, but yeah. Overall, like I said, seems like a build-up season. I agree with everyone else where it wasn't my favorite season. Like, I prefer season 1 over this one by far, but I do like the story it's trying to tell. And going forward, it's not just gonna be like, oh, Saitama one punching. It seems like they really emphasized Saitama one punching this season, like being quite literal with it. Because at least, like, in season 1, sure, he didn't struggle that much fighting some of the villains, but at least he kind of held back a little bit until he actually gave them, like, a serious punch, kind of thing. And so the fights lasted a little bit longer, but this season they were like, nah, anytime Saitama is gonna hit something, it's just gonna die. And, like, there was no holding back, there was none of that bullshit, and none of, like, the villains monologuing to Saitama's face before he just punches them and kills them. It wasn't really too much of that. I guess there was a little bit with, like, a couple of them. Like, Bakuzan got to say a few words before Saitama just destroyed him. And stuff like that. But either way, it definitely wasn't like what they did in season 1. So I don't know, and I almost miss it a little bit, like the over exaggeration, because that's what made it funny, right? Is the play on the trope of, like, oh, I'm gonna sit here and monologue about my story, and then Saitama just beats you in one hit, and it's like, heh, like. But now it's just he beats him in one hit, and it's just not as exciting anymore, and all that. So I don't know. I'm curious where they're building up for Saitama, because I feel like they're building something up for him, with the way they're handling it and everything. But I guess we'll have to wait and see how that all works. Now, I have a question for you guys here. I may come back later. I may start the next show, and I may come back later and do the specials for season 2 until I hear you guys talk about them. Are they any better animated? Do they come out later, or by a different studio, or at a different time where the studio is able to give them the love they deserve? Or are, like, the specials just, like, not very well animated either? I guess that's another thing I can ask my friend when I'm asking him whether I should watch them or not. I can ask him about how the animation is, because that's another thing. Like, I almost would rather just move on to the next show than spend, like, I think there's a handful of them. Like, if I'm looking at this right, I think there's 6 of them. They're 12 minutes each, so if I managed to fit 2 of them in each video, that would still be 3 more weeks of watching these specials. And it's like, do we really want to do that? I don't know. But anyway, I'll talk to my friend about that and we'll see. But I will say we did have more Garo backstory, and I did like this Garo backstory a little bit more because it was like flashing before his eyes and he got to like revisit it again, and he kind of got to see where he's like, he said this episode that he's against good and evil, which to me means that's a little bit of growth from Garo, and I feel like we felt that as the season has gone on. Like, the progression of Garo has definitely been interesting because he claims to be a monster, right? That's what he claims. Yet this Tario kid he takes care of, all of those heroes he didn't kill, he knocked them out. A lot of the heroes along the path of him getting here, like Tank Top Master and stuff like that, he fought a lot of strong heroes that he just let walk away. He let Metal Bat walk away. Like, there was a lot that he managed to just let live. And sure, maybe some of them he killed and all that, but even like Tank Top Vegetarian and stuff like that, like smaller ones like that, like he was able to come back with his whole group and everything, so he lived through their first encounter. So, like, he's not much the monster that he says he is. And in this episode he said he rejects good and evil, and that I feel is more in line with his character. And we saw all this backstory with the most popular kid in class, like, picking on him, and then the teachers, like, all the kids accuse Garo, and the teachers believe the vast majority rather than just Garo. And I mean, that's really shitty. Like, sure, the first time Garo was like, fight me, like, sure, instigating a fight is a bad thing. So the first time, maybe he did deserve to be, like, scolded a little bit. But then they straight up just held him, and I assume he had the shit beat out of him. I mean, we never really saw that far, but make an assumption that that's what happened. But then, like, the next time, he just was saying, he was just speaking his mind, like saying he didn't want to be the monster anymore, and then everyone ganged up on him again. And it's like, man, that's why, like, I hate when teachers just don't care enough, and they don't look into it, they don't use their own, like, common sense kind of thing, and they just roll with whatever the vast majority say and try to make it as easy as possible for them rather than taking care of the kids and everything. And it's so shitty because and that's part of what's wrong with our world is, teachers. I mean, I don't know about Japan and everything because I know this is obviously a Japanese show, but at least in America, teachers aren't paid enough to care, right? Like, they go there, they do their job. Like, I'm not going to say all of them don't care. Obviously, there are some that, despite their crap pay and the shit situations they have to deal with, like, they still care. But it's really unfortunate that our school environments are so shitty for these kids that are going through a very important character building moments of their lives. And that's probably part of the reason why, violent crime and everything is the way it is, because, these people just have such shitty time going through school that they're miserable when they get out of school, and then they get into trouble, and it ruins their adult life too, and all that. So, and then by extension ruins other people's lives, because then they, act on their anger and everything. So it's really unfortunate. And so whenever I see it portrayed in shows like it was here, it just pisses me off. So, but yeah, I'm really curious to see what happens with Garo's character and the Monster Association and his idea now of being, against good and evil kind of thing. And how all that kind of translates into his character going forward, and that's why I'm really happy that we got to see that his character got to live and not just get defeated here. But I mean, man, he took a hell of a beating in the beginning, didn't he? Like Silverfang and Bang didn't hold back, but I mean, that's the thing, right? Is or I guess Bomb, right? Yeah, not Bang, Bomb. But anyway, that's like, what was I gonna say? Oh, I said it during the reaction that he wants to be a monster, and I mean that's how monsters are treated, right? Like if you shouldn't try to be a monster if you want to be treated like a human. When he was talking about how like Silverfang isn't holding back, he usually isn't this relentless, and then Silverfang and Bomb were going at it too, like double teaming him, and he's like, "Don't they feel any shame for both coming at me?" And it's like, like, there's no rules against, like, no one really cares if two people gang up on a monster. Like, how many times has that happened in Season 1 where we've seen multiple heroes go up against a monster, no one bats an eye, yet here we have them going up against a person, and they should bat an eye, but you refer yourself as a monster, so maybe that's what you get. But, anyway, there was something else. Oh, I mean, props to Elder Centipede for being very powerful, right? Like, I wasn't sure. It's really hard to judge power scaling in this world because sometimes Genos is... I guess a lot of times Genos gets schooled. I should say that. But, Genos is very powerful, so I wasn't sure if that blast from the inside was going to work. And the fact that we kept getting that, like, that cliche anime like internal monologue, usually that's when a character like realizes what he's lacking, powers up, and defeats the monster kind of thing. But no, Genos still just loses, right? And I also really loved how he went up to Saitama and was like, "Saitama, what is it that I lack?" And he's like, "Power, right?" It's just like, of course. Like, you couldn't figure out that out yourself. But yeah, even that blast from the inside wasn't enough. The big attack from Silverfang and his brother, he just molted it off and it was fine. And it wasn't until Saitama came in that he took him out and all that. So I'm guessing King is going to get credit for this kill as well. I mean, unless King, Silverfang, and Bomb and Genos, who all saw Saitama do it, unless they all say something, then maybe Saitama could get credit, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not. I imagine no one's going to say anything, and they're just going to assume, oh, King went there, we gave him this information, and then Elder Centipede was defeated, so King did it. So, they did mention Blast this episode, which is the number one, like, hero. I'm really curious to see him, because a lot of these heroes are incredibly powerful. Like, obviously, when it comes to Saitama, no one seems powerful, right? But Silverfang and Bomb were very impressive this episode. Genos is always, even though he loses a lot, he still has power, even though it's just not enough sometimes. And then, Terrible Tornado is crazy as well. Tatsumaki, I believe her name was. And some of these others, we haven't really seen Metal Knight do too much. He's always too busy with, like, experimenting and everything to, like, I feel like really go all out. But either way, if all these guys aren't number one, then what's number one like? So I'm really curious about that, and I wonder, since they brought him up several times so far this season, I wonder if next season he will reveal himself for the Assault on the Monster Association kind of thing. But yeah. Overall, the story of the season I felt like was decent. Like, the tournament arc was fun. I wish it got a little bit, basically color all of what I'm about to say with I wish it had better animation, because that's pretty much where I'm at. Right? I don't feel like I need to say it after every little thing. But the tournament arc could have been better, but I enjoyed it. The Monster Association reveal is cool. It's nice seeing the monsters being more like organized rather than just randomly appearing, and the fact that that and the Garo storyline is all bleeding into another season is cool too. It gives us a storyline, and I mean, I can only watch an episodic show so many times before I'm like, okay, you know, the freak of the week, what are we going to destroy this time, kind of thing. And so having a story is really interesting. And I wonder if Garo will maybe get powerful enough to give Saitama like a little bit of a run for his money. Like, because one thing Garo can do is like deflect blows really well. So like, I wonder if he could. Granted, Saitama's incredibly fast, so maybe he just couldn't even see it coming if Saitama were to hit him. But maybe like Saitama's hits are really strong, but if he can't land them, maybe Garo actually like poses a little bit of a threat rather than just one punch in the future kind of thing. But yeah, that's assuming we even get Garo versus Saitama at one point. Who knows? We may not. But it was alright. It was an alright season. I'm not gonna say it was trash, because there were a lot of aspects that I did enjoy about it. There were a lot of laughs I had, and like, sure, there's aspects of it that I wish could have been better, but to me that doesn't mean I should dismiss the entire story, right? I shouldn't dismiss the entire season just because of a couple faults I have with it. So, is it one that I'd rewatch? Probably not, unless I'm just really trying to get re-caught up with the story for season 3 or something. Maybe I'd just binge through it and let it run on another monitor, and maybe I'd listen to English dub or something so I didn't have to read subtitles and just go through it that way. But overall, it was alright. That's basically my assessment of it. So I'm looking forward to the next season. I think this was, like I said, a good build up and everything. So season 3 I feel like will be pretty hype. I'm not gonna let the animation of season 2 like sully my opinion of season 3, because you know it's not the mangaka's fault and everything that the studio botched this season. So I mean, hopefully season 3 will come back with a bang. So yeah, anyways, that's going to be it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for Serial Experiments Lane, which will be what's replacing this, if you're interested. Link will be in the description below to my Patreons, the subscribe button popping up on the screen and everything. All those good things support what I do here. I very much appreciate it. If you want early access, if you want extra shows that aren't released onto YouTube yet, you can see all that on my Patreon. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.